testing out this camera, checking the background. Good. Alright, I think not bad. Making sure that you look presentable for the camera and all that and stuff there. Alright, so guys, welcome to another exciting video from Devon Joe's Kitchen. Today this recipe is going to be very easy, and it is going to be something that can be prepared in less than 30 minutes. Alright, yeah, cook in less than 30 minutes, depending on your speed and everything that you use in the kitchen, whether your knife skills, all of that, the mood you're in to cook. This meal can go about 40 minutes, yeah, from the start to the finish, about 40 minutes, yeah. So don't leave, guys. For those of you who are watching for the first time, welcome. Those of you who continue to support us, we are very grateful for that. One of these days you will not see my face alone, but you will see my beautiful wife in the kitchen cooking with me. This dish though is definitely going to be because of her, you know. So I'll tell you more about it. Don't leave, stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be looking about surf and turf gumbo. Yes, you heard right. Gumbo. So I want you to pay attention to the screen and look at the letters that are coming up. G U M B O. Gumbo. Good. So if you heard something different, something is wrong with you. Alright, so for our surf and turf gumbo, we are going to be using some extra large shrimp. We are going to be using some Reggae Jammins Beef Burgers, Grace frankfurters, and also some fish fillet. Alright, so let's go. Like I have said before, this meal is extremely easy. 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes tops. You can finish cooking and go and enjoy yourself, eat your food, delicious meal and all of that, and you just go about enjoying your life. Alright, so as you know, first thing I'm going to do is to ensure that I get everything prepared. So let's go now. So first thing, like we said, we have our shrimps. These won't be cut, so you see that's one pre-prep already. Now we are going to get our Reggae Jammins Beef Burgers, and we are just going to cut these in some cubes, maybe about 1-inch cubes. Alright, after that now I'm going to get my franks, and these are going to be cut in 1-inch diagonals. Alright, so first just take off the little tips diagonally. Alright, then now we do some 1-inch diagonals. These are just for presentation purposes. If you would like them round, you can go ahead and cut them round. If you like them in strips, you can go ahead and cut them in strips. And we are moving fast. Like I said before, this recipe is extremely easy and fast. Once you have pre-prepped everything, then cooking is a breeze. Alright, so the fish now, cutting the fish in 1-inch pieces. Cut, put aside, cut, put aside. No, it's called surf and turf. For those of you might be wondering why it's called surf and turf. It's called surf and turf because, you know, surf came from, like, you know, persons who maybe like the sea, and because they're always surfing, they always, you know, they find some nice names for these things. So instead of saying seafood and land food, they just use, you know, words related to the sea and words related to land to just give you a shorter description for the food. We're going to clean up and then get back to the vegetable. Totally. Surf and turf, look at me like Smurf. Surf and turf. Surf and turf. Surf and turf. So, we're ready for our vegetables now. And we start, like I said before, I only use fresh seasoning. If you have watched any of my videos, you'll realize that this chef only uses fresh seasoning. So we get our scallion and we chop it. These now you don't have to finely chop them, you can just chop, because you know they are going to be almost cooked out in a nice gumbo. Yes. Alright, so we just roughly chop them. All of the seasonings are going to go in once. Now we're going to our thyme, and you know, thyme gives the seafood a nice flavor. Alright, so the idea of this gumbo came about when my wife went away for the first time, and she was taken by her cousin to this nice restaurant, and she had the gumbo, and from she came back, she kept talking about the gumbo. Gumbo. So now we get our pepper and we are finally chopping our pepper. You don't want to use too much, especially if you are going to have children consuming this dish. So just one hot pepper. Some people say country pepper. Now if you are from Jamaica, you'll understand why it's named country pepper. Because the peppers them, they grow a country. So everything came from the country. You know, so they call it country pepper. If you are not from Jamaica, you will only maybe know it as hot pepper. You know? Alright, so we have that. Now we are going to our onion. So like I said, once you get the pre-prep done, you'll realize that this is a very easy dish. And it is so delicious that you would want to try it over and over. Alright, so let me say if you're a chef, you go put the onions so and you go take out this part and it come out quicker and all of that and easier. Don't flop me. After me I try to get it off quickly, it have to try flop me. Alright, so roughly chop the onions again. So just one onion. And you, I see it on Food Network where they just cut between it and then just chop. The only thing that I am separating from all of this now is my sweet pepper, because I don't want it in there so quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody that is watching, can you see why I'm so happy? Do you see? No. This is not really the star of the dish, but this is going to be one of the main players in the dish. So we get our head of garlic. I like this when they make food better, so I'm doing it too. But I don't do so much, I just them. When they do that, everything just separates, alright? So that so quickly. Crushed garlic. So we quickly get rid of our outer coatings for the garlic. Alright? No. You don't leave me. No. Don't try that, garlic. Don't try that. Alright, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like even numbers. So anything I'm cooking, I'm always going to try and use even numbers. And I get my small shredding grater, and I'm just going to shred this directly into the container. I noticed this about my garlic. Every time I'm using it, it wants to slip out of my hand. No, I know it knows. That is extremely special to me. That's why it behaves like that. So we have our garlic, our pepper, onion, scallion, thyme, which is our natural seasoning. And we have done that. Now, we are going to go to our vegetable part. 2 large carrots, washed, everything. Just get your vegetable peeler. Peel so that you don't waste a lot of the carrots. Now, can I give you a little secret?
No.
You know the other day I was scaling some fish. And you know we normally use fork. For those of you who come from the country, so we grow. The group people use fork scale fish. Fork, you know, fork we use. Because we never have them stush thing like the fish vendors. So while scaling the fish, the thought came to me. why not try the vegetable peeler? Why not try the vegetable peeler? And guys, trust me, see, after trying the vegetable peeler, I have decided that from that day until now, I use vegetable peelers to scale my fish. Now, remember in one of the videos, so if you don't remember, you have to go back to watch that video. I think it's the taco video. Remember in one of the videos I said that I have come to realize that the vegetable peeler is more versatile than just peeling potatoes. It peels vegetables too. But that's why I name vegetable. Yeah, vegetable peeler, I didn't use vegetable. Anyway, so it's more versatile than peeling the carrots and the potatoes. It can be used to help strip your, other little things. If you want them in some thin strips, can be used. And then I found out that this vegetable peeler can be used to scale my fish. Alright, so now we're ready for the carrots. Alright, so we just give it a nice slice down the center. Now see again, we just diagonal cuts again. Diagonal cuts. So after this now, people, guess what? Guess what? After this, guess what? Next time you're going down, take your time, go down and don't make so much noise. You're not paying any rent in here. Anyway. Why for Jesus? Alright now guys, so after doing all of this now, guess what? The next step is to cook. And I think that's the only step left, to cook. So now we are going over to the stove, putting our things together, and then we just go into cooking. So don't leave. We are going to add 2 tablespoons of butter to our pot. We just give it a quick stir to help it melt a lot quicker. Alright, now you will notice that I use a lot of butter in my food. It doesn't have a very high salt content. Alright, so now our butter is getting a little warm, ensuring that our pot is like on the center of the stove. Alright, so it's melted now. So we are now going to add our seasoning. Because like I said, it's just a one pot thing. So everything is going in there one time. So I'll just put the scallion, the thyme, the garlic, the onion. Now, for those of you who want to try it different, because my description or the recipe might say, do this and then do that and do this and do that. You can do it like that. But for this one, video purposes, I'm just showing you how you can do it in one. So based on that now, we are going to be adding the rest of our butter. Alright, to this now we are going to add our Reggae Jammins Beef. And we're just going to say, why did we put everything in there? Because we want everything to be seasoned. So everything is going to have a nice flavor. Nice flavor. So you give that a stir. So you realize that now our Reggae Jammins, it's already cooked, so you don't want it too long in there. So we're moving fast. Next, I'm going to add my franks. If you were in here right now smelling this, trust me, you would say don't go any further. You would definitely say let's have this right now. make sure that they can all feel the heat. Next, like I said, you can go in any particular order you want, adding the fish. I am still not adding any salt to the food as yet because of the salt content of the butter. So when I have added the coconut milk now, or the coconut cream, whichever one you prefer, then you can taste it and add a little salt and just give it a little simmer. All of this is going to be nicely cooked down in our coconut milk, so don't worry yourself about anything that you might look and say, oh my gosh, but sir, you don't realize that the fish and these things not cooking. Yes, what some people love a lot, the shrimp. Now when you're doing it, you don't have to do it like me. Like I said, you can just follow the recipe that is in the description, follow the directions, and you go ahead and do it just like that. So now you will understand why I just use the shortcut and just cook everything one time, because all of these are easy cook food. All of them easy cook, and you don't want to overcook. And for those of you who don't want to be in the kitchen too long, you can use the shortcut method and just boom. Alright, so now going to add the rest of my seasoning. Still don't put the sweet pepper yet, Some of it might escape. Still not adding it yet though. Some of it might escape. Alright. Now. Look at that. Isn't that looking beautiful? I know you would want to try this right now. And so guys, last but not least, our coconut cream. And this is going to be added to it. Oh my gosh. Going to be added to it. And we're going to let it simmer for about, 10 to 15. Now is when we go ahead and taste to see if we need salt, any extra salt. Alright, so we taste away. For persons who don't want any extra salt, you don't have to put in there. I can definitely taste the spice in it. I can taste the garlic flavor. Alright, so this is about 2 teaspoons of salt. Now, this food is going to be eaten by persons who might be hypertensive and all of that. So be careful of your salt content. Always remember that your health comes first, and so you must ensure that your food is at the right healthiness then. Sorry for laughing so much. Alright, so I think that is just about right. No more salt. Alright, so good. So we are going to leave this for 10 to 15 minutes on low heat. So guys, as you look at it, you'll realize that our sauce is beginning to thicken up. So now is where we go ahead and add our carrots and sweet pepper. And we're just going to give it another, let's say 3 to 5 minutes, and then we can go ahead and serve it with some delicious, some persons would say shelly jasmine rice. So we just take our time. Look at that, all thick and creamy. So we just add our carrots and our sweet peppers, and we give it another 3 to 5 minutes depending on how much, if you love a lot of gravy like me. So, and then we are ready to serve it. I'm just giving you a little more seconds to look at that bubbling creaminess in the pot. Yeah, time is up.
Everybody shake it, baby. Everybody shake it, baby. Everybody shake it, baby.